It's Bob and Tom Tonight, starring Chick McGee, Kristi Lee, Josh Arnold, and Tom Griswold. And now, here's Tom.
Bob and Tom. Bob and Tom. Bob and Tom.
Welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show, coming to you live from the Napa Auto Parts Studios. You feel it?
I feel it.
I feel the Ace Cosby joke of the day on the way.
Not feeling it.
You will all chuckle, and you can just sit over
I'm
there.
a denier. That's right.
Okay, fine.
I'm an Ace Cosby joke denier.
That's Chick McGee over at Hostility Central.
You're an Ace-ist, aren't you?
Shut up. Yes, I am.
Jeez.
I'm a big, fat Ace-ist. Hey, this is really unintentionally very funny.
I was going to go with...
And it makes you think.
Yes, it does.
I was going to go with uncomfortable.
Oh, really?
Uh-huh,
Okay.
yes. Where was I? I lost my place.
Aceism is hard to talk about.
Yeah, sure is. But if we don't talk about it, it'll only get bigger.
Exactly.
Kristi Lee is at the Navy Federal Credit Union news desk. She and I want to leave.
Yeah.
Why? You don't want to work on Ace relations?
Okay.
My Ace relations are great.
We don't have an Ace war
We
in
had
here.
lunch earlier this week. I had a very nice chat.
How does that go? You and let's set the scene. You guys, was it a nice restaurant, an upscale restaurant, a medium restaurant?
It was a Thai restaurant.
A nice
Oh,
Thai
Thai.
restaurant?
Yeah.
So I'd say medium scale, huh?
Yeah.
Oh, okay, so
So,
what?
Problem with this, I feel bad for this place because they're doing major construction in front of it. So
yeah.
we were one of 6 people in the whole restaurant, which was sad.
That sounds like heaven.
Yeah,
Perfect.
but as Ace said, it's really quiet in here.
So now,
Boy, it was
Where'd you
quite
guys go,
uncomfortable.
Tomaines?
No.
yeah,
God, no,
where
it was
their motto
great.
is, who are you going to believe, us or the health department?
My favorite.
Did you have the beef ptomaine?
No, I had a nice tofu pad thai. It was wonderful.
Are you kidding me?
That sounds good, yeah.
No sugar on your grapefruit. No butter on your popcorn. Tofu pad thai.
Yes,
the
with extra
chicken.
vegetables. It was great.
Good for you.
Someone do something about her.
No, it was
Do
wonderful.
you like to get the old-fashioned Spam with the gel and just not
I
eat the
don't
meat
like
and just eat
no,
the gel? Do you
No,
heat it up?
I don't do Spam.
Okay, well, thank
And
you.
Ace
What did Ace have?
paid.
Well, let's see.
They don't have a coupon, do they?
No, it was great.
I got lunchtime money.
I bet he didn't tip, huh?
I bet so.
He did tip.
All right.
Ace Cosby.
What is this,
I'm
a
sorry,
joke?
that
Are
was
you
Ace.
joking? This is a joke, right? What are you, from a radio station?
Not to be insensitive to Tom, but I can cut a piece of wood by staring at it.
Is that right?
Wow,
It's true.
really?
It's true. I saw it with my own eyes.
I know it was the joke.
There you go. Very funny.
And we would just like to apologize for what Josh said. Of course, that's an Ace stereotype.
It's sure. It's an facial stereotype.
Ace
yeah.
stereotype. It just doesn't hold water,
It
really.
doesn't.
Our
No,
Ace
it's-
relations are fine.
I don't eat seafood.
Okay. Very good. Well,
You don't go down on the corner, things like that.
Whoa.
out in the street,
Yeah.
Willie and the Poor Boys. Oh, where were we? Oh, I know. We were talking about, we had a world record.
Yeah.
What was it again? The guy with his middle finger moved a giant ship.
We're going
It's like
back to this?
It's not a ship. It's like a tugboat.
No, but it weighs,
220 tons?
I know, but
it's a big ship.
Yeah.
What size would please you?
You said
one of those
And
big
I'm not
container
talking
ships.
I'm not talking about a boat.
Come on.
no,
This
no.
is what,
The guy,
Josh, did you see this?
I did. I'm impressed, I have to admit.
this guy's with his middle finger only tied
So-
to a line
Wait
that
a
is
minute.
attached to this giant boat. He's pulling it.
He's not a big guy either.
He's on shore, though,
either.
right?
Yes.
Yeah, of course he's on shore.
And he's using a metal ladder that's attached to the.
They lay a
sinking-
ladder down so
Yeah.
we can hold on to that.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's impressive.
How did...
What happened to the good old days when they would rip phone books in half? Oh, I know. There are no phone books anymore.
There's a trick to that. You're supposed to peel them back, and then you start them slow.
There's a trick to the... Well,
Oh, I didn't want to know that.
the trick is being super strong, I think.
Well, you got to be strong, but not super strong. It's
This guy,
impossible to...
this guy's middle finger is that strong. That's impressive.
How did he
Yeah.
not pull his finger off?
I don't know. Again, his wife very pleased.
Yeah. Yeah, almost too pleased.
He's got it all taped up, and
Yeah.
Whoop-dee-doo.
I agree. Whoop-dee-doo.
Let's move forward. Do you have anything else?
What world record would you like to break, Tom?
You
You ever thought about that?
The way you love world records.
Yeah.
There's nothing I really could do. I'm afraid.
Oh, I think there's something you could do.
No,
It wouldn't be
Laying
an
on your
eating-
side?
Wouldn't be an eating
Yeah.
record.
No.
It wouldn't be an eating record. You couldn't eat like the most
No.
blueberries with a toothpick or
God,
something.
no. Not at all.
That weirdo.
Yeah, I don't know. Do you have one
Okay.
you'd like to do?
No, you're so interested in
Josh?
them.
I want to be. Why not? I'll be the fattest man on the planet. Ride one of those bikes around.
Just let it all go,
Yeah,
man.
yeah.
No, you're not. No.
It would be kind of a life, have people bathe me and bring me food.
You want to
One
be
of those
one of
guys
those
who-
guys that grow into their couch?
Oh, God.
Sure.
Oh,
Who cares?
no.
Smell. No one wants to be near you.
Cheesy.
Oh,
Flatulence is liquid.
Have
oh,
Flatulence.
yeah, it gets a lot of.
people do
I have a question,
listen
Pat.
while they're eating.
Let's clean up the show. Pat Godwin.
How's that going to help?
You have been, we were talking about this guy pulling this boat with his finger. Speaking
Yeah.
of, you mentioned earlier.
You went on a date. Did
just
you
started
use your
seeing this,
finger?
seeing this lady. No, I'm not going down vulgar road. Here's my question.
You
It's
have
only the
answer me.
second date. She's
You
a woman.
you mentioned that you like to go skinny dipping.
You asked me if I have ever done that, and I said yes.
And you a very enthusiastic yes. And you said you've done it in the ocean, and you've done it at lakes, you've done it in swimming pools, you've done it in ponds.
I think the water is just an incredibly erotic place. I think when you're trying to woo a woman, it'd be nice to take her to the Caribbean or just to the ocean. That's a great place to kind of fall in love, get the whole romance started. And in fact, if Kristi could play my muse, so to speak.
Yes.
If I
Go
could
ahead.
sing to you, I would.
Please.
This is
I would like to sing
Yes.
to you now.
I can't
I
wait.
need my glasses. Vamp.
How romantic.
What a
Shut up.
what a sexy, spontaneous moment. My goodness.
Thought they were on my head. Kristi, if I could sing for you.
Yes, Pat.
I want to touch you where it's salty by the ocean.
Oh,
I see.
I got you.
I want to kiss you where it's fishy by the sea. I want to stick my whole damn face in some sweet young crustacean. I want to shuck a tasty oyster. Won't you open it up for me? I want to go down where it's moist now by the inlet. Come on, my dinghy, and we'll row away. I don't mind the smell of conch by your badonkadonk. I'll eat you out of your ceviche on a blanket by the beach. I'll put a mussel in your mouth. We'll get cockle juice everywhere. You and me, the sea, and Kristi Lee. Please don't make me big. Crack open those legs. How I love you when you're dewy. And when it gets gooey, oh, you and me in the sea and Kristi Lee.
Okay.
So you're eating lunch at a restaurant.
Yeah, just a nice
beach. Yeah.
conch and okay.
Right,
Seafood
by
on the
by-
beach, yeah.
Right,
Very
right
good.
by the sea.
Very innocent.
Yeah, very good. Thank you very much.
Boy, oh
Pat.
boy.
Totally innocent.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Totally. Coming up, we have a couple of tributes, including well, this one is great. Oh yeah.
Hey, Dad, what's up?
Happy Father's Day.
Also coming up,
Corn.
we'll hear about.
But why? Why?
There's a reason. That's the
Do
teaser.
you ever make popcorn at home? I love to make popcorn.
Sure.
Make it all the time. I have a Whirley Pop. Do you have a Whirley
I
Pop?
will have a Whirley Pop.
God, I
You
have a Whirley Pop.
What's a whirly pop?
Don't do this in front of Josh. He can't eat popcorn anymore.
Oh, that's right.
And no butter for Kristi, though.
Nothing like dry popcorn.
Why don't you just eat the packing peanuts that come with it? You're
Wait a
showing
minute,
off.
what's a
Very
whirly
good.
pop?
Shut up, Pat.
Oh, Pat.
Well, when we come back,
You don't have Whirley Pop money.
There's no way. You'd have to get a loan.
I don't have a whirly pop.
That's what we need to do. Let's videotape you.
$29.95.
Let's videotape you going into a bank asking for a loan for
Buy
a
a
Whirley.
whirly pop online right now.
And I want a 40-year fixed.
Josh,
What
can you
I
loan
want.
me $50?
when we come back, we'll explain what this all means. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
Yeah, but we need a player.
Excuse me. Welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show. Happy to be here in the Napa Auto Parts Studios. We'll take attendance right now. Ladies first, the lovely Jessica Alsman,
Hi.
or as we like to call her, part-time. You know, the show started 2.5 hours ago. Kristi Lee is right there.
Slate.
Hi, Tom.
Works hard, needs her sleep.
Says
Good for you.
8 on the board.
Yeah. We'll take 25.
You don't mess with the board.
My eye hurts.
We don't question the
I brought
board.
wine, Kristi. Does that make
Thank
up
you.
for it?
There's the two ladies, and they're already gabbing.
I brought wine.
We have Josh Arnold, the as yet unnamed sidekick chair. Sorry.
There may be some seed on this chair, but
Yes,
different story.
A man whose seed is Grace Holiday Inn's. They're out there. We have, let's see, there's Chick, there's Ace, our engineer. This is Tom speaking. And Pat Godwin is over there. He's been celebrating his second date with some
Okay, let's move on.
lovely young
She's up
lady.
now.
Nice.
She's up now.
She's patting around her tonsils in the parking lot, evidently.
That did not happen. That did not happen.
Okay.
Grabbed the back of her head.
You are not helping.
Now,
Grab anybody's head.
Okay.
Bad touch, bad touch.
Here we go. Now, we'll start with a little quiz here. Kristi, you said it's National Bow Tie Day.
I did.
Okay.
C.
Famous bow tie wearers.
Yeah.
Orville, Redenbacher.
Paul Simon,
There's only, it begins and ends with only one name.
Pee Wee Herman?
No. Irving R. Levine.
Irving R. Levine is what he's going to
Yeah.
say.
The newscaster.
right.
Don't
Probably.
remember him.
You don't remember Irving R. Levine?
Do you, Jessica?
No.
What's wrong with you? Of course you remember Irving R. Levine.
Paul Simon, the politician, wore
Yes,
them all
he
the time.
did.
Yeah. Haywood Hale Broon.
Who's
the
that?
hell
Who's
is
that?
He was a sort of an
Did he work
editorialist.
bow tie? He was very New York centric, I thought. Didn't he? He did sports for ABC. and
Orville Redenbacher?
Pee Wee Herman.
That
Sure.
Rick Nielsen of Cheap Trick.
Yes.
Oh.
I said.
Very good.
Yeah, he's
Very
well known for bow tie.
Farrakhan? Is Farrakhan a bow tie wearer?
Yeah.
Maybe a hat
Wouldn't have
wearer.
brought that one up.
Well, he certainly wears bow ties.
Colonel
I'm
Sanders?
not saying he should be.
He wore like
He
a
wore a
bolo
bolo tie, didn't he?
like a string tie.
You sure?
Yeah.
What about Bill Nye or Beekman? Of
Yeah.
Beekman's
Yeah.
World? I don't know if
Yeah.
he did.
I don't remember if Beekman did, but Bill Nye, I believe, does. Or has, at least.
Gene Shalit.
Oh, sure. Yeah.
Is he still around?
I'm sure he's
Man, I hope not.
chatting away some poor waitress at some diner. She just can't wait to.
I bet we
Ridiculous
brought up Gene
mustache.
Shalit twice today.
Yeah, well, I was talking.
I liked it.
Oh, God.
I was talking about that ridiculous. There's this horrible situation in Brazil with all these fires, and they interview this scientist, and this guy has this ridiculous mustache. So everything he says, you're kind of going. This guy got up, looked in the mirror this morning, and said, "Yeah, that's what I'm going to do." It looks like a boomerang was taped to his face. It's so huge. Ridiculous.
Gene Shalit is still alive. He is.
What?
He's got to be 90.
He is 90. Let's see. I'm trying to do the math here. He's 93.
Whoa.
He was born in 26.
Wow.
God.
Okay.
The first movie I reviewed was Train Pulling into Station.
And Moon getting hit in eye with rocket.
Yes.
Love that.
James Bond, a bow tie guy.
Well, he wore a tuxedo.
Doesn't that count? The Fred Astaire bow tie? No.
Well, I guess, but I mean, people that just wore a bow tie without a tuxedo.
Laurel and Hardy, bow tie guys. Groucho Marx, bow tie guy.
Well, they weren't always bow tie guys because one of my favorite things in the world is when Oliver Hardy would flirt with a woman.
And he'd go-
He'd be wearing his necktie and he'd flip
Yes.
it up. And,
Yes.
so good.
Yes. He'd be all nervous.
Okay. Oh, yeah. There's quite a few journalists seem to be trying to pull that off, but Karl Marx, whoops.
Well, again, and
Somebody else bought the tie for him, apparently. Okay, I'm sorry, Kristi, back to you. What have you got over there?
Well, on this date, August 28th, 1884, the first known photograph of a tornado was taken by F.N. Thompson.
That is, there was an effing tornado. I'll tell you what.
I'm not sure what F and N stand for.
That would be such a great thing to name your kid.
FN?
Yes.
Hey, you hear that? Yeah.
Where's my effing son?
Well, see, my daughter is, let's see, well, it's FM.
FM?
Finley May, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Can you
well,
imagine?
you're a radio guy. What are you going to do?
She has no static at all.
Yeah, we got another FN Griswold here at school.
No static at all.
There's a country artist that named his son Atkins.
Cool.
No, that's not what I meant. He named his son's, his name is, the last name is Atkins, Scout Falcon.
Oh, maybe he's a To Kill a Mockingbird fan?
He's a fan of the International Scout, apparently. That was his first car.
Oh, okay.
God,
But the middle name Falcon?
Yeah, that's kind of badass,
but it's kind of...
I wouldn't do it, but I can...
Yeah, but that kid's going to get teased in middle school.
Well, you're going to get teased no matter what. Could we face it? Everybody gets teased about something.
Man, just to be teased over your Falcon middle name.
I think wrong. The only ones that don't get teased are the bullies, and I think they've really got it together.
Yeah.
No, but they're usually beaten at home. That's why they're bullies.
That's why they're bullies. They lash out at school.
Pour more federal funds in.
On this date in 1965...
How did I know you'd be on the wrong side of this? How did I know?
Bob Dylan booed for playing electric guitar at a concert in New York's Forest Hills.
You know what always bugged me about this?
What?
Aren't the people aren't the Dylan fans supposed to be these people who are all about protesting, and now they're protesting the guy that's
plugged in a guitar?
Yeah, what?
Boy,
Calm
pick your
down.
fights.
Jeez, yeah, we wouldn't want to have those songs be electrified so more people could enjoy the music and have a great time.
the times are a-changing, Dylan fans.
Yeah, get used to it.
How electrifying them makes it accessible to more people.
Never mind, just move on.
Well, he was just
He
experimenting with
makes a
something
point.
new, and
I don't
playing
believe that for a
great songs. People die. I'm just saying that these.
I think it's more trouble to singing that way. Why
Yeah,
can't
no
you stop
joke.
it?
the
Somebody
hip,
smack it.
I mean, the hipsters are complaining. Never mind. What else?
On this date in 1973, Marvin Gaye's album Let's Get It On was released.
All right.
I would like to retire that song from any comedy where two people are about to hook up.
Yeah,
It
that's
is
pretty bad.
far too used and needs to stop. That joke is over. It's dead.
So
All right.
I think the next time you see
The great Josh has spoken.
you see they go into the bedroom and they hop into the bed and you see
Yeah.
the sheet fly up and you hear
Yes.
Hello there.
Hello there.
There you go. There's your new scene.
On this date in
wait a
19...
second.
What?
Let's Get It On. It's a great song. It's
It
Marvin
is,
Gaye.
but it's done.
When Jack Black sang it, remember when he sang it in, what was the movie High Fidelity? At the very end of it? That was when it was done. That was when it was done.
yeah.
It's
and
Jack Black's birthday today, isn't it?
Is it really?
Yeah, it is. You're jumping ahead. We're not to birthdays yet.
Sorry. Jeez. What's your panty dropper song there, Josh?
What would I put on?
If you're making a movie and there's a scene, let's just say there's a scene in which Jessica Alsman and Pat Godwin are hooking up.
Fantasy?
Yeah. That's
in that case, I might play.
For Jessica, it's a horror.
Do you believe in miracles or something?
All right.
That was the joke.
All right.
That was the joke.
You know, you think we set these things up, but we don't.
Josh, what would you do? We came out of a restaurant. We're walking to our car, laughing about the lunch we just had. We look over, and there's Godwin and Alsman.
Making out.
Mouth to mouth,
My
just
instinct,
going at it.
My instinct, and it would be wrong of me, and I might actually do it, would be to cheer wildly. And I'm not kidding. Yeah! Because two of my friends hooking up, I love when my friends hook up. It's one of my favorite things. When somebody's like, man, I'm...
You love drama then.
No, I just love. Yes, your people hook up. You have urges. I love when people succumb to that stuff.
But then when they break up, though, it's horrible for everybody.
Oh, it's sad. Yeah.
I mean, can you imagine right now, Pat, just perform a little bit of one of your songs for Jessica. Now, just the rest of us are all cool. We don't realize that you've just broken up, and you start to play one of your little, humorous songs. Try, for example, your
Very
brilliant
little humorous songs.
So condescending.
play your
What are my little humors?
your brilliant Billy Joel thing.
No.
We
We've
will
done that enough.
we will deliberately not laugh and see how your ex Jessica responds. Go ahead.
What?
Just play.
just play it.
No. If I'm going to woo a woman, it's not a funny song. I go with Blackbird, something sweet.
I'm just saying it. Just try playing your Billy Joel tribute and see if she laughs.
Do you know it? It's
No.
Billy Joel is doing commercials now.
Okay.
Yeah, his first one was for Sesame Street. Did you know that?
No.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then his second one.
You've just broken up with him. Okay, here you go.
Billy Joel for Jenny Craig. She's got a way to 50.
bite me.
Oh, yeah.
You got nothing.
Yeah.
It's a fine joke.
She was done with you.
Sorry.
Well, you don't insult a woman like that.
Yeah.
So,
No, I wasn't singing that to her.
So, Jessica,
Well,
did you
he
ever,
was
did you ever
making
maybe you listen to the soundtrack of, say, I don't know, Trouble Man, Marvin Gaye, and get you in the mood?
I don't think I've ever. No.
Have you ever heard Trouble Man?
Of course not. No, there'd be no reason to.
It's a great song. What's your go-to with your boyfriend Donnie?
I think back in the day, like a song that would get you in the mood was Jay Holiday, and it was called "Put You to Bed." And it was pretty,
Yeah, got you going.
smooth.
Yeah.
Do you know that song?
I don't.
I don't either.
I don't either.
Jay Holiday.
hip
I
hop
think Jay
thing?
Holiday, but it's called "Put You to Bed." It was my college years.
Okay.
Is it a hip hop thing?
Yeah.
But
Put
you
You to
and Donnie
Bed?
don't have a go-to playlist for when you have date night?
I don't like music.
White noise,
You
ocean
like-
music, probably. I'm like,
Do you all play music when you?
Sometimes.
Huh. I like to hear the noises.
You like? So, Josh, when you
Get off me!
you like
The music of your grunting.
you like to hear the sound of the produce guy unloading the watermelons. As you
at least you went with a fruit or a
As you
vegetable.
upskirt the ladies at Kroger.
Yes. Every time I hear a forklift in reverse, things twitch because I'm so used to.
Are you done yet?
Oh my
Oh boy! You don't like hearing the natural sounds of the?
it's distracting. Can't like if you hear like too much skin touching, like flap.
I love all
fat
that, yeah.
squishes or something. You're like, oh, that sucks. I'm sorry.
Or if you're lucky, you get the occasional.
Oh, that is attractive.
Okay, Jessica.
What are you doing?
Jessica, is this?
Choking her, huh?
You're overly thorough and generous.
I think this is the one you're talking about, Jessica, but
Okay.
I'm not sure. Let's see here. Is this it?
Yes.
Whoa, jeez.
Oh yeah, Kristi likes it too.
Got to follow the beat.
Is that a kazoo? What the hell?
That's a man singing.
Oh, that's
Go
the.
ahead, Tom. Your thoughts on this? I can't wait.
Girl, change into that Victoria's Secret thing that I like.
I got a lisp like everybody else in the thing. I feel like this, and this is another crappy song.
Change into that Victoria's Secret thing I like. Oh, there you go. See?
Alright, okay, tonight you're having me over.
He has a lisp.
Perfume is right there, but I
Like me and Macaulay, little boy. It sounds like a horrific.
Jessica.
There's a great chorus.
I could see why
I
that
can
would
see that,
do the
yes.
do the job.
Sure,
too.
that and if you were completely inebriated, anything with a beat, I suppose.
If I said Billie Holiday, would you tear that apart?
No, I certainly wouldn't.
No, we all love him.
Love it.
Yeah, he's great.
Great.
That's Billy
Center
Joel's
fielder.
cousin.
Clueless.
That's Billie Eilish.
Oh, I like Billie Eilish.
Billie
yeah,
Eilish.
I do too.
Okay, well.
On this date in 1996, Prince Charles and Princess Diana divorced.
What happened to her?
No, she was in a car accident.
Sorry.
Birthdays celebrated.
No, we have to. We'll come back with the birthdays.
Okay.
Really great at being rich.
Not that great.
Yeah.
You know, just because you're rich doesn't mean you don't have to wear a seatbelt. That's the lesson there.
Yeah.
I'm sorry to give it a little
Inspired a lot
bit
of
of
people.
reality
She
for
did.
you.
She was a
Medieval
humanitarian.
princess.
Yes.
All right. Well,
That's
it doesn't mean you still wear your seatbelt.
Sure.
Just saying. Just because you're in a limo doesn't mean that it's not going to crash.
Watch the entire show live or on demand with the Bob and Tom VIP All Access Pass. Listen live with the Bob and Tom app and make sure to visit bobandtomstore.com. Tune in next time for more Bob and Tom Tonight.